Hey guys, Katsuma Gaming here. Finally back after a little bit of calm time from my side. I had a really busy week, so sorry for not many uploads, but we'll make it back for more uploads this week, so stay tuned for this banner guide, arena guide, also today probably. There should be a tier list update. The tier list is already in Encyclopedia, so you will see it later, but I want to make a full dedicated video explaining all the moves and stuff like that. I have two summons videos where I'm not really sure how I want to handle the second one because, well, we just did it and it didn't went as great. It really didn't went great. So yeah, lots of stuff to come this week, also for the whole week and a little bit of next week. I should also be dropping one arena run video per day from like past arenas that I did both in JP and global. So if you are interested in how future upcoming units look like in the current arenas, how they perform, what teams I used there and stuff like that, and just like how rotations look like, how team building looks like, I think these are great videos for references right now, and especially in like 1 till 1.5 years when we actually get these arenas in the global version. So I just wanted to have them up to date there. So yeah, stay tuned for lots of videos. I hope you watch them all, but let's go into this banner guide. And this is part 2 of the New Year's Furisode event, and we will get New Year's Cecily. Or more like New Year Resolution Cecily is her full name. She's a light unit, and yes, as you can see, she's a special character, which means she is a limited unit. First thing that I want to explain here is this unit has a new kind of effect, and you can see it here at the first skill. You see the magic attack symbol, the book, right? You can see a small orange circle around it, right? You can see a small orange circle. This is a new kind of buff that, again, Cecily introduced to the game, which are called EX buffs. And they're not that hard to understand. They are actually pretty simple because, to be completely honest, EX buffs are just normal buffs that can coexist with normal buffs. So just imagine like Forbidden Aqua can provide Forbidden T1 light damage boost, and you can also have the normal light damage boost. You can have a normal physical magical attack buff, and you can also have a EX attack buff at the same time. We will actually start a little bit slower on the EX buffs, and a lot of these EX buffs and debuffs, there are also debuff of this, will come in the future, and some of them are really cool. Just quick showcase here in the Encyclopedia. I think I talk about them somewhere here. I think it's up there. Here, there are. Recently we got new buff that is called the X buff. These buffs can coexist with other buffs. In theory, each buff that currently exists can exist as an EX buff as well. So far we have physical and magical attack buffs, we have Reshred EX debuffs, and elemental EX buffs. And I think one thing here stands on top, Reshred. Yeah, we will get EX Reshred debuffs on an enemy. That's really cool. We have elemental buffs, we have physical magical attack buffs. I think these are like all the EX buffs that we have right now. They are mostly also just tier 1, but there are some units with like tier 2 buffs, which is kind of cool, you know. Just more physical and magical attack buff for your specific unit can lead to quite a bit more damage, but generally speaking, just think of them as more buffs that you can have. So in team building, if you have, for example, a unit that already provides magical attack buff, and you have a unit that can provide magical EX buff, a magic attack buff, then these units can work great together. And that's a point you need to look at a little bit in the team building in the future, that you don't have two units that, for example, just buff normal or just buff EX or debuff with normal or EX stuff, and that you actually have the mix in between there, you know, that you use both potential. But just generally speaking, this gives a great new tool for the developers to give units buffs without making these buffs redundant if you pair them with already assembled a strong unit. So for example, right now we have a light arena, we already have Yun, right? The best light unit that we have Fast Union that already provides a magic attack buff. So a normal magic attack buff on the Cecily would do nothing. It will be just wasted. And the fact that we have it now as an EX buff means you not only can still benefit from the buff from Union, you can also buff your team even more and have more magic attack and just deal more damage. And yep, just keep an eye out in the future if you look at skills and what the unit does. If they have this small circle at the bottom of their kit, yeah, and it's small here, but you can see it. If it has this circle around the buff, then it's an EX buff. But yeah, let's finally talk about Cecily here. Again, she's a light limited unit. She has 6% magic attack, passive rate boost. She has a first single target skill that has HP condition for up to 211% damage, and it provides a tier 1 magic attack EX buff to your whole team for 10 seconds with 20 seconds of downtime. And the second skill is an AoE magic attack skill that deals up to 150% damage if you are above 70% HP or more, and it provides 20 gauge to your whole team on a 21-second cooldown. Last but not least, as usual with mage units, you have a mage basic light skill. As you can see, the pro, this is the first EX buff that we got in the game, and this allows for more damage. The problem with this Cecily is just flat up simple. First up, light is really stacked right now, right? We have our already established team of Aqua, Union, and Aure. We having Cielo and Fury as well as a light buffer. We are having Claire coming soon to the global version, which is also a great light unit. And with that, there's just no room for her, to be honest. This is literally the only arena where you can ever use her, and even though I had her in JP, I didn't even use her back then. I think a team without her is actually more effective this arena, so power-wise, I don't think the Cecily is that great. You can use her, you can make her work, especially if you're missing other units, but generally speaking, she's not really that great of a unit. She has here in the S rank because I still think 20% gauge and a magic attack boost is not bad. 20 seconds cooldown is fine, not great. But for example, if you pair her with, I don't know, Aqua and Aure with like double CDR or something like that. Sorry, Aqua and Union double CDR. These cooldowns are not too bad. But again, you don't want to run her with Aqua since Aqua is a physical unit. But in theory, you could use her as a speed boost provider if you don't have the Aure, and let her be the Gacha provider and try to do stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's enough explanation of what she does, what EX buffs are, and how good she is. Last but not least, let's just take a quick look at the updated tier list here to see where I actually put her. And did I even put her in? Did I forgot that? Wait. Please tell me I put her in. She shouldn't be up there. No, she's not up there. Oh, she's there. She is. Okay, I put her in. Put her in the good units if you're lacking meta units, or can be used in these cases. Saved. She's in the tier list there. Again, you can use her if you're lacking other units. She's not a bad unit per se, but it's not like a great unit that will see a lot of use case that I highly recommend summoning on. We have a lot of bigger banners coming up with like Valentine's, and of course the big one, 3rd anniversary, with a 2-part thing followed by more great banners. So this should be an easy skip, right? Unless you are a Cecily simp, and I know you guys exist out there. I know at least one person in chat who is a Cecily simp who watches my stuff. So you can of course pull for her, feel free to do so, but normally she's sadly just not that great. And yes, I know that she's in the tier, I just said it, but thank Only Despair for pointing it out. Yeah, she's down here in the middle. I think you can see my cursor on the stream, right? Yeah, she's down there. But yeah, that's everything about her. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video about how good or bad the unit is. If you did, like, subscribe, follow for more content, and see you all on the next one. Bye! だから一緒に行きましょう